Hey everybody, welcome back. David Dion and the lovely Miss Lady Pop Hunter having a discussion about Target and their new policies that are affecting the adult collectors market.
Is it?
If you've seen this, and these are popping up in stores, signage is popping up in stores, and I also have a screenshot from somebody who was in training at Target. You know that you do the video training thing session that you hardly pay attention to. Well, they took a picture. Now, the first one, here's the sign that's popping up, and it says, "All collectibles are final sale." Thank you for your understanding.
Okay.
Final sale. Now, why are they doing this? They're doing this because of the large number of returns that they've been receiving, both from mail order and also in-store returns. Now, here's the shot that the person who was taking the training at Target. It says, "Protecting Target assets. Week 1. Reseller policy." That's you flippers out there, you scalpers. "Identifying a reseller. Selling merchandise to resellers often causes in-stock issues, loss of profit. Against Target policy, remember, no resellers, no resellers." See how clever they are? And it's like, how's that a loss of profit? If they're selling it and then you turn around and sell it to somebody else, it's not really a loss of profit to Target unless all that stuff's getting returned. And if it's getting returned to Target, it's not really a reseller who bought it. What should I look out for? Attempts to purchase large quantities of an item. So no eggs for you. No, that's 12. Attempts to use many discounts or asking for special discounts. That's pretty much everybody. Attempts to undermine quantity limits by conducting back-to-back transactions. Okay. Requests to override system prompts. And it says, what can you do? What can you do as a valued Target employee? Immediately involve your front-end leader. So pass the buck. If you suspect reseller activity, follow all system prompts and limitations. Review the Target reseller policy posted at the guest services desk. If approached by a reseller, he's the guy in the long trench coat and the hat and glasses. Team members should explain that Target does not sell to resellers. A chance to purchase product and so chance to purchase product and so Target remains competitive. See the leader. Blah blah blah. Part of that's cut off. But basically, they're trying to act like it's a reseller problem. And that's not quite how I see it. First of all, there's two major problems when it comes to returns or large number of returns with Target. And quite frankly, both of them are kind of Target's fault. Problem number one is they're really awful shipping services. And that's a problem that all the big box stores have. Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon. They don't care. When the stuff gets packed at the warehouse or wherever it is, and they put it in the mail, they don't give a damn about your package. And so people have caught on to this. People who are into Funko or into Legends or whatever you collect, they've learned that if you want it, you got to get like 5 of them. And when it gets smashed its way to your home in the unprotected box with no packing material, that you pick out the one that's in the best shape and then you take the rest back to Target and get a refund. That's how the collector's market has responded. They just keep sending the stuff back, right? The other problem is because of people who are loose collectors swapping the figure.
Yeah, that happened to you at Amazon with one of your figures.
With the Mezco, the Frank Castle, the Netflix Punisher figure, and it was a Netflix Punisher figure, and it was Frankenstein's body with Frank Castle's head. Frankencastle. Castlestein. Whatever. That's what unscrupulous loose collectors will do this. And I have some pictures, and this comes from Swap the Fig, by the way. Hashtag Swap the Fig if you want to see a ton of this on Instagram. And I borrowed a couple images from him. And just to give you an idea here, there's Sith Jet Trooper, And obviously that's not the Sith jet trooper in that package. That's another action figure entirely, because the Sith jet trooper is the one that's on the drawing.
No.
It gets better. How about the Hulk? I like that one. That's clever. Or how about G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Commander? That's Jeff Goldblum. I didn't know he was Cobra Commander.
I guess.
He might could pull it off. You'll love this one. You'll love this one. Ninja Turtles, Foot Soldiers. and Target, they wrapped it back up and put the little thing on it to keep the package from being stolen. This is also kind of Target's fault. And the reason it's their fault is because their people have no knowledge whatsoever of what they're working with. They couldn't even be bothered. Whoever got this back and scanned it in and put it back on the shelf didn't even bother to look at it closely enough to say, those don't look like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but that's not their job or responsibility.
Well, yeah. Would it happen at GameStop?
But then you got to realize, too, I mean, like, you showed that one picture of the Star Wars figure.
Yeah.
I would have put it up. I don't know who that character is. And you got to realize in a big store like Target, Walmart, and whatever other big store that sell a lot of stuff, those people, half of them don't know what they're looking at. So you return a figure like that. Okay, there's something in here. Okay. And then you just, but now you go to GameStop, it's a smaller store, it's a specialty store. They might say, you know, the person might know, okay, I watched Star Wars.
They're more
before.
likely to know.
Right. They're more likely to know, well, this is not a Ninja Turtle. You know, or this is not what a foot soldier would look like.
Yeah.
Now that one I would have picked up on. The Star Wars one, I would have, even if I worked at GameStop, I would not have picked that up.
But his picture's on the box.
Yeah, but you can't go by that, because how many of those boxes have pictures on it and it's not the picture that's of the figure?
Well, what I'm suggesting is that they ought to have somebody who knows what that stuff is. You know what I mean?
No, that's a bit much. I don't agree.
It's a bit much to punish everyone with a return because of the actions of a couple of unscrupulous collectors.
Well, if they would pack the stuff when you buy it, if they would pack it, okay, like you buy it online.
Yeah.
If they would pack it in a way that it won't get damaged, or they packed it in a way where you say, okay, if the post office would just ship the box without stepping on it and sitting on it and running it over with their vehicle, this person will get this in good shape.
Yeah.
But they don't do that.
They don't.
Walmart fold a thing. If it have a flap, they fold it over. A lot of
angry customers with Walmart about the new He-Man figures. Yeah.
They make it fit in the box. Is a 12-inch figure. They put it in a 10-inch box.
Yeah.
You know, that
Walmart's
right there,
bad.
That is their fault. But if you okay, you said, okay, these 4 people, you're gonna work customer service today. They are old, you know.
Basically, they don't care.
Well, I wouldn't say they don't care. I'll say they don't know what they're looking at.
Nobody cared when I worked at Walmart. They do not care.
I 100% agree that they don't care. I do. But I also know everybody is not a collector of toys or action figures or whatever you want to call it. So you can't expect everybody that works the customer service. I mean, you would have to hire somebody with that knowledge. Okay, but then you have a knowledge of action figures, but not of this when somebody returns it.
Because I would hope that they would have the fortitude to refuse the return. But in that, on the flip side of that, you're saying that they can't expect them to have a person that might have a working knowledge, or even call someone from the toy department that might recognize the stuff hanging it on the pegs.
The people in the toy department don't know nothing.
They pretend to, because they all scalp the stuff themselves.
Yeah.
But then they have put this memo out, week 1 protecting Target assets, whereby they expect for their employees to be spies.
Yeah.
And try to train them how to determine whether or not the customer that they're talking to plans on reselling the product or not.
What they're gonna end up doing is just stopping all returns. But I mean,
that's what they're doing.
Well, I mean, all returns.
Well, yeah.
Because we returned something at Walmart yesterday. That lady didn't even look to see if something was in the box.
Yeah, I know.
We could have returned an empty box. I mean, it wasn't an action figure or a toy or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just something, and it was in a box. It had no window or nothing.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
She didn't open it because she don't care.
Right. Now, you know, I guess, because she just asked, is it working? I was like, yeah, it works great. We just don't need it.
Because if it works, that means that it's going to go in the cart and go back up on the shelf.
Yeah. But, I mean, it could have been broken, and we could have said, yeah, it worked. She wouldn't have known.
And we could have stuffed it with cardboard.
Yeah.
They'd never know.
And we could have kept the item and still got our money back.
And people do that.
People do that. That is true. And people do put other things in the box. And I do realize that. I do understand that. I do get that. But I also know everybody doesn't know and everybody doesn't realize. And you've been with me in the fabric section at Walmart. And the person didn't know what a yard was, and I had to show them.
That's because they used to have a designated person once upon a time who specialized in that department, and that's something that you're seeing less and less of in all stores across retail.
Yeah.
Is someone that knows the department or specifically knows the job. When I was younger, and you went into Lowe's, for example, everybody there knew everything. They knew the right tool, they knew the right department, or they could direct you to somebody. But directing you to someone who knows what they're doing in those places now is getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
Or Best Buy. You used to go into Best Buy, man, they knew the laydown on, oh yeah, you know, this does this and this, and this has this many pixels and whatever.
Yeah.
Now, they don't know nothing.
No. Because I know I worked at Radio Shack back in the early, mid-90s. Yeah, mid-90s. And we had to take a test on the products that was in the store. And the only way you got a raise is if you passed the test. I mean, if you didn't pass the test, you just didn't get a raise. You could still work.
Yeah.
But they expect you to know about the products. I mean, you didn't have to know every single detail, but if somebody came and asked you like basic general stuff, because the test was on this project and it was all of the basic general information that your average customer, I guess they figured, would ask. They wanted you, well, they didn't want you to know, but I knew how to connect VCRs because my dad always had one. So, and people always came in, hey, do you know how to connect this?
Believe it or not, it was actually kind of a pain in the butt back in the day, depending upon what kind of TV you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those things, when you knew how to do that stuff, they was like, okay, then they gave you a little thing on your job description, I guess, and you got a little raise because you knew something and the person could come in. But now you don't have specialty stores. You can't go in and ask somebody, hey, I'm trying to find a camera. Can you help me out? Oh, yeah, cameras are over there, and that's all you're going to get.
Yeah, that's the most you're going to get. And it's not about pay either.
No.
They're getting paid about the same as they did back then.
Yeah.
If you balance it out, it's about the same.
Yeah.
So it's about the attitude. And about the companies not really caring either.
Yeah. But with action figures, I think they should, well, they don't, like, again, they don't have specialty stores. Like, again, GameStop, at least if you went to GameStop.
That's as close as you can get anymore.
Yeah. They would.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. They might not know all about the figure, but they at least have, the store is small enough where the person working the register probably stocked the shelves.
Yeah.
So you're going to get that. I know if I worked at GameStop, you couldn't ask me one thing about a video game, because I'm just be like, I don't know, it costs $10.95 cash
that cheap.
You know, but at least at a specialty store, the chances of that happening is lower, because the person working there at least might recognize, okay, I know I put this on the shelf, or let me walk over to this shelf and look at the others. Oh, this doesn't look the same, you know.
Yeah.
But not at Walmart and Target.
No, it's a combination of things. And it's a shame because, as always, when it comes to that sort of a problem, the way that the company reacts to it is to make this blanket decision that kind of crushes everybody.
They could do like Amazon did me and ask me, hey, you returning all this stuff. Why?
She got a questionnaire.
It wasn't a questionnaire. It was an email.
It was an email. Well,
They said, you returned it too much stuff. What's the problem? And you didn't put something back. And I was like, yeah, I didn't give you back your charger. I forgot. You want it?
She left out a cable.
A USB charger. I forgot.
So that somebody did go through it.
Yeah, they went through it. Somebody that knew something.
You know what they don't. You know what they don't go through?
What?
Mezco returns.
Oh, somebody went through it. They just didn't realize that wasn't the right head.
And then listed it as mint unopened.
Oh,
that was the big problem. That's why I did a video on it way back, because they were like a brand new mint unopened package. Oh. And I'm like, oh, okay, great, and I open it up and it's like, what the hell is this? This is all wrong. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Amazon. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that all these people got to be punished for the actions of a handful. And as I'm still kind of leaning towards that. This is a lot of stuff that Target could fix. They could eliminate half of that, or most of it really, by managing how they ship stuff. Funko figured it out.
How?
Funko used to ship terrible.
Oh yeah, they wrapped it up now.
They were awful, and now that stuff is wrapped up really well. They don't want nothing coming back anymore, and I'll give them that.
They can always do like they do. Where was that picture in Washington State where they put everything behind glass and you got to open up the door, like they do at the gun section. And then you got to open up the glass.
There are a lot of Walmarts in certain states now where they're putting everything in a glass case.
Yeah.
And I mean everything, like the underwear and socks are in a glass case. Somebody has to come around and unlock it and open it for you to get it. Jeans are behind glass. It has like 70% of the store is in glass cases.
That'll keep it down. People buying multiples.
Yeah, it'll make a bigger mess if there's a riot too.
All that broken glass.
All that glass.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's unfortunate that that's gonna fall on everybody else. But yeah, they could eliminate a lot of their problem just by upgrading their packaging. Super 7 tried to slide on it. They were tried to slide, and then they got stuff turned back. Yeah, they started packing sloppy.
I returned some stuff.
They started packing sloppy, and then they fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed it quick.
And Target could do the same thing. A few extra pennies just for some packing material. Hey guys, or Walmart too. Walmart's pissed a lot of collectors off recently.
I think they do that on purpose.
And it's like folding the cards and jamming them into a box, or Amazon with their freaking bubble mailers, man. Everything goes in a bubble mailer.
Not my stuff, because you're not a Prime member. When you're a Prime member, you get a box.
That's not true.
I've never got a paper, the bubble thing like you.
Yeah, I'm on your Prime now. And the last 2 packages I got, bubble mailers.
You're not me. You're an attachment.
It's because of the halo, isn't it? You can't see it, but there's a halo.
You're an attachment, and they know you're an attachment, and it was like, well, this isn't the primary, this is an attachment, so just throw it in a bag and ship it on. They
do that. They have done that to me the last few. They've gotten cheaper and cheaper with their packaging, but Amazon has more money than anybody, so I guess they just don't freaking care.
Not if you're not a Prime member.
Yeah, and as far as the action figures, swapping out figures, that is evil. That is
pretty bad
of collectors to do that.
That is bad.
But
even I don't think I would ever do that.
I don't know. I guess some dogs I could get rid of.
I got some too, but I don't want to.
Order a whole new wave of Legends Build-A-Figures, and then put some garbage I got from Goodwill or no. Who is it? The Value Village. The bag full of Happy Meal junk or whatever that they put up for.
Well, it at least gotta fit in the slot that they give you.
I will make it fit. I will make that picture fit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Have you seen this policy? Have you noticed that? Have you noticed this signage going up in Target or heard about it yet? What do you think about it? Do you think it's all Target's fault or partially their fault, or what could be done? What do you think could be done to improve upon that? Improve that situation? Let us know in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you get where we're coming from. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of our other videos for more discussions, more adult collector topics and nostalgia. Anything else? That's enough? Okay, that's enough. Well, what more can I say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.